Hi, everyone. My name is Patrina, and I'd like to welcome you to MBS Care. MBS Care stands for Mind, Body, Soul, which kind of, speaks for itself, a holistic approach to taking care of yourself. This channel is going to be filled with a lot of helpful. Here we go. This channel is going to be filled with a lot of helpful tools, tips, guidance, information about mental health, emotional health, relational health. We will also chip in other aspects like physical health, spiritual health, social health, but primarily we're going to focus on things about mental health. Now, I am here to speak to Black people, Africans, people of color, and anyone else who finds the content here relatable. I'm going to say things, and if you don't understand, you can always ask me in the comments. I will definitely explain what they are if I make reference to things that are not familiar to your culture. But I hope you stay tuned. Mental health is something that I believe that for us as Black people, for the longest time, we haven't taken seriously. And it's about time that we do that because your mind is at the helm of affairs of everything that you do. So when your mind is right, your feelings are right, your actions are right. I'll be sharing coping tools, I'll be sharing personal growth tools. And also, at times, I will open it up for you guys to kind of vote on a topic you'd like to hear me speak about. So, for the very first episode, which is this one, introducing you to the channel, I'd like to dispel a few myths that we have as Black people about mental health. Now, one of the most common ones is we're Black. Black people don't do counseling. Black people don't go to therapy, right? We have Jesus for that, or we have our religion for that, whichever religion you subscribe to. I really want us to challenge ourselves to understand that we are struggling. A lot of us are struggling in silence, and that's one of the reasons why we make those statements. Mental health is not meant to replace religion. As a matter of fact, they can complement each other. So you can actually go for therapy and still be religious or spiritual. Another one is that when we say mental health, automatically people hear mental illness. And I like to use this analogy a lot of the times. When you have a cold or when you have a headache, you don't automatically think, oh gosh, I have cancer. Oh gosh, I have diabetes. Oh gosh, I'm dying, right? Some of us do. And that's something that we would actually need to work on. But naturally, when you have a cold or a headache or body aches, you don't assume that it's such a dire situation. That's the same for mental health. Our mental health exists on a spectrum, right? And so sometimes at different points in our lives, we can find ourselves, moving back and forth. So seeking mental health care or trying to address the state of your mental health doesn't mean that you have a clinical diagnosis. And even if you do, seeking the care, seeking the help is important. In another video, I'll be talking about how mental health helps us to get through life. I'll use different analogies about how it helps us to carry the different weights and the different burdens and how to cope. It doesn't come to be a magic fix, but it comes to help you get through life easier than when you have to struggle on your own. Another one is that therapy is just for the severely mentally ill, right? In that case, if you have a cold, you don't go to the doctor. If you have a headache, you don't go to the doctor, even if it's causing you a significant amount of discomfort, right? Sometimes you can actually go and see a mental health professional. You have a heartbreak and it's hard for you to get through. You need to talk through it. You need coping tools. It's good to see a therapist for that. You could be switching jobs or thinking of a career change, and it's a significant decision for you. It's difficult. You need someone to help you to talk through that. See a therapist. You don't need to wait until it's dire before you seek the help. Actually, you're supposed to seek the help early before it becomes a severe situation. Closely related to the first one is that therapy is a white people thing. Mental health is a white people thing. Yeah, no, it's not. As long as you're human, you live on this planet that we're on, mental health is a thing for you, regardless of which continent you come from, regardless of the color of your skin, which language you speak. Let me reiterate, because especially for most of us from Africa, right, we have perfected the art of looking like everything is okay. Going to church on Sundays, going to the mosque on Fridays or any other day. showing up to work with our faces beat, showing up to work in our best corporate attire, acting like everything is okay when we're really struggling inside. And at the end of the day, I've said this and I'm going to say it many times after this. I have still not heard of any reward system or awards program where people are awarded for their ability to suffer in silence. You know, so this year's nominees for the best sufferer of silence are, insert your name. It doesn't exist. There's nowhere in the world too that I've heard of where seeking help because you're going through a tough time has impeded your ability to move forward in life. It actually sets you up for success. So please, my people, let's start taking mental health very seriously. Let's start taking the state of our mind very seriously and stop making these jokes and these statements about it. There's so much economic stress. There's so much relationship stress. There's so much corporate stress. That's as a result of our mental health states. So the sooner we start to seek help, the sooner we start to educate ourselves, the sooner we start building tools to be able to cope, guess what? We are going to start looking different as a people because we're already so powerful. Now imagine adding mental power to that. We will be unstoppable. So stay tuned for more content from MDS Care. My name again is Patrina, and thank you for joining. Oh yes, if you're interested in what we're going to be talking about, please like, please subscribe, please turn your notifications on, and share. Right? Don't keep it just to yourself. Share with your friends, share with your family, and let's begin this journey together. Thank you.